Merry Christmas. Christmas is a different time of the year. Everyone gets really excited. Those of you with children or significant others, your family around, you can feel it. It's a different change. The smells, the different traditions that you have. Hopefully, you have traditions. I believe traditions are very important. It's something to look forward to, it's something to pass on. I know for when I was growing up, the things that my parents did, I've kept and added on to. And it's good to acknowledge Christmas. It's good to acknowledge good things. Christmas, I believe, is a good thing, but a lot of it can be skewed. And we'll go into that later. But wow, can it be stressful? And it can be stressful on everybody involved and stressful on the kids for their anxiety for the gifts that they think that they should be getting for you and um, your significant other getting those gifts for them. Everyone wants so much. You want everyone to be happy, uh, and then you also want to be happy in return. There's a lot going on. There are so many things that you can be doing. Social media again is kryptonite to a lot of people. They see people doing things and they're like, why am I not doing those things? Like, just worry about yourself. Do things that make you happy. You want to bake cookies, bake some cookies. You want to do, you want to put lights up and do the whole nine. That's great. You want to go out and get a real tree, get a real tree. Personally, I love getting a real tree. I get a real tree every year. It's a nuisance. It's a pain. You have to water it. Um, Pine needles everywhere. Um, all of the above, but it's a tradition, something that I like, and you should be doing what you want to do with Christmas and how you want to do it. But going into some of the harder things for guys, like if you have kids that are not living with you, that's always rough. You always want to be there, and you can't always be there. You have to prioritize whatever is important for your life right now. Like I know you will be guilted by everyone in your family. Be like, you need to be there every year. It's like you can't. It's like it's not possible every year. It's not possible to get your kid all of the gifts that they want. They want a new computer. They want a new bike. They want um the whole world, like basically. And it's like you can't. And you do what you can, do what you think is healthy, and forget about what everyone else thinks. And you have to be able to talk to your wife or your girlfriend and just get her on the same page. That's really what is about is is what is actually like you can go out and spend hundreds of dollars to go do light shows or hay rides and all this kind of stuff, or you could just walk around your neighborhood and look at lights. There are a lot of things that you can do for free throughout the holidays that people don't care about because like it's a weird thing in our heads where if we are spending money on something, we we put more importance on it, like it means more, and it's totally fake and totally false. But even having like for me, I got a lot of kids running around that around the neighborhood, just having them in like like decorating cookies or just hanging out with your kids. It's nice. And the holidays are a time where you should slow down and spend time with your kids doing something that you don't usually do. And that's what Christmas should be. It should be a traditional thing that you slow down and spend quality time with your kids in a way that you want to, in ways that were passed down to you or ways that you want to build upon your family with the traditions that you are building with you and your loved ones. Don't think about things that you feel like you should be doing or have to do because once you start doing that, you become unhappy, you put a negative energy out that you are super stressed and all of that. And also, Christmas comes at the end of the year. So if you haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing for just that one year or just multiple years, it'll show. It'll show. If you don't have the funds to do what you want to do, it'll show. If you are living paycheck to paycheck like most people are, the holidays are what gets you behind. You can put a couple $1,000s on credit cards. And if you're fine throughout the whole year, but just on Christmas you put let's say $2,000 on a credit card and you hold that forever, 5 years, that's 10K right there. That's how most people are in debt. And if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Simple as that. And guess what? If you can't afford it, then you don't deserve it. And that means that you aren't doing things that you should be doing. And being like, oh, wait, my kids deserve more. It's like you're using somebody else's money. You're putting your whole family in jeopardy with the debt that you are putting onto yourself because you want to give them something that you cannot afford. It blows my mind that people do this. And everyone does. But once you understand that it's happening and that's where the debt is coming from, because you will just carry it on from year to year to year, then you have to fix it. If you don't fix it, then you are doing this to your kids. And I always try to like frame it like that. It's not that you're getting the gifts and getting into debt for your kids. No, you're putting the debt onto your kids because that debt that you are getting, that changes your whole life. And you're putting that onto your loved ones. So it goes both ways. Yeah, it's like, oh, my kids deserve the world, so I'm going to mess up my life. Then you're messing up your kid's life. Like you don't think about it both ways. You only think of the instant gratification that everyone cares about now. It's all that it is about. It's just instant gratification. What looks good right now? Because 90% of the stuff that you buy your kids, it's going to be worthless in a couple weeks, the next day, a year, 5 years for sure. Your mental health is a very important thing. And this is the time that people really, really get depressed. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, find somebody that you trust that you can talk to about all the stress that's going on because everybody has it. I have it. Everybody watching this is having it. Everyone that you know is having it. But everyone's just acting like it's not happening just because that's how life is. Everyone acts like everything is fine, but it's not, especially times like this. Say if this is a horrible year for you and then you're putting the cherry on top with a Christmas that you feel like is not the best. That your kids wanted something, your wife wanted something, you wanted something that you can no longer acquire. And that sucks. It really does suck, but it should be a lesson that you need to look within. You need to change the things that you are doing. And then next year you can get it right, but it only goes better if you switch the small things. Prioritize what is important and stick to it. Become disciplined. And again, talk to someone if you're feeling a certain kind of way because it happens. You look at everyone and they're living their best life, all right? But you don't know what is true about that person because if it's on social media, it's not real. It's not real. And if it's something that you can look at and be like, okay, yeah, I want to do that. I want to become better. That's cool. If it's healthy, then it's good. If it's not healthy, if it's not helping you out, if it's making you feel like shit, turn it off. Don't look at it. Change it. Just cut it out. It's that simple. But Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And I think that the future is it's looking bright.